You're listening to Earsnacks. Yeah. With Andrew and Polly.
Hi, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Polly, and it's almost International Pie Day.
Oh, boy!
Andrew, you know I love pie. It's my number one favorite food. There's really nothing else that I like ever more in the entire world except for grapes.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And jelly beans.
Oh, you also, that's true.
And grilled cheese sandwiches.
And
yogurt.
Wait.
And broccoli.
You have a lot of favorite foods.
Oh, you're right. I do like a lot of different kinds of food. Okay, back to pie.
Yes. March 14th is Pie Day.
Yes, 3.14.
Yeah, 3/14.
Andrew, do you know what I'm going to do?
What's that, Polly?
I'm going to look at pictures of pie on Instagram.
What? Pictures?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yum. Do you know what my ear snacks will be about?
Yep.
Pie.
Ear snack. 3.14. 5, 9, 2, 6, 5. I'm doing Polly.
Good morning. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Polly.
And we are talking about...
Pie. Pie.
That's right, pie. We have some questions about pie.
Yes.
Well, first of all, how do you feel about pie?
Great. Good. I like pie. Yummy.
I'm so glad to hear that because I have no idea what pie is. Can someone explain it to me?
Pie's a type of food, Andrew. It's kind of like a cake. It's a dessert food. It's round. They are round. Oval. It will taste like yummy blueberries. Blueberries? Juicy. Blueberry pie. It's similar to a cake, but it has a little bit of different ingredients. And you can put any fruit or vegetable you want in it.
A baked dish of fruit or meat and vegetables, typically with a top and base of pastry.
There's different kinds of pies. Apples, pie stuff, lemon, pumpkin pie. Yes, pumpkin pie. I like to eat pumpkin pie. Peach, cherry pie. Yeah, cherry pie. Strawberries for strawberry pie. Blueberry pie. Banana. Apple pie. Apples and other pies. And there's a chocolate pie, vanilla pie, ice cream pie.
Ice cream pie?
There's different kinds of pies. And that is what a pie is.
How do you make a pie?
Well, you make a pie by adding... First, you put cake in it. My favorite pie is the inside. Any fruit and vegetable, some eggs, maybe some flour. Daddy, you got all the ingredients for my blueberry pie.
Oh yeah, what were the ingredients again?
Blueberries, flour, salt, and butter.
Yeah? And what shall we put them in to bake them?
The oven. I have so many ovens. You want to bake them small or big or bigger?
I want to bake them bigger.
Okay.
What temperature should we put the oven at?
It could be 5 degrees.
5 degrees? Is that hot?
Yeah.
Okay.
And 1 degree is cold.
How will we know when it's ready?
You'll know when it's ready and you'll smell blueberries and jam.
What would be a really ridiculous pie?
What kind of pie would a dinosaur eat?
Well, the bees would eat a bee pie and the plant eaters would eat a plant pie.
Yeah, the meat eaters would eat a meat pie and the plant eaters would eat a plant pie. Did you think of any ridiculous pies?
Socks pie.
Ugh. How would that taste?
Yucky. It's ridiculous, though. Let's pretend.
Oh, will you share it with your friends?
I will.
Yay! Who will you share your pretend pie?
I'm sure with my friend Joey.
Do you think Siri would like some pie?
Yes.
Siri, do you like pie?
3.14159 is one of my favorite numbers.
Pie. Good pie. 3.1
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Polly.
And there are so many digits in pi.
And so many ingredients.
Ooh, I wonder, how could we find out a little more about those ingredients?
If only there were a podcast that does, deep dives into the mysteries of recipes and interesting things about food and...
Hey, Andrew and Polly.
Oh, hey!
Molly Birnbaum, editor-in-chief of America's Test Kitchen Kids.
Where did you come from?
Well, I was just in the recipe lab at America's Test Kitchen, and I heard your Ear Snacks friends thinking a lot about pie.
Pie.
Crazy coincidence. Our new kids podcast, Mystery Recipe, just spent a whole week talking about a very important ingredient used to make pie. Do you want to guess what it is?
Ooh, yes. Guessing is one of my very favorite games.
Great. On Mystery Recipe, we like to play a game called Guess the Ingredient. You can play too.
And if you're listening at home or in the car or wherever you are, hey, that rhymes, you can try it also.
Are you ready for our first segment?
Oh, yeah.
It's time to play Guess the Ingredient. I'm here at the Recipe Lab, a place perfect for doing experiments, trying new recipes, and most importantly, finding the fun in food. Here, the fridge is stocked, the equipment is kid-friendly, and our imaginations can run wild. I'm here today with our official ingredient guesser, Zoe, who is 11 years old. Hello and welcome back.
Hi.
You're about to hear a few mystery sounds. Each sound has something to do with this week's mystery theme. Listen closely and use the sounds to guess what we'll be talking about all week. Ready to guess this week's theme, Zoe?
All right, let's go.
All right, Zoe, you just heard a lot of sounds, and they all come from the same mystery ingredient. What kind of stuff did you hear?
All right, that's really hard because at first it sounded like a river.
So what other types of bodies of water are there?
There's streams, there's brooks, the ocean,
That's a good guess.
and then it sounded like someone pouring water into like a big pot or something.
What ingredient comes from the ocean?
Like fish. Fish, you can cook with fish and water too. I use water in a lot of recipes.
Both good guesses.
I heard shaking, like a maraca almost.
You do shake it, just like a maraca. All right, I have some clues. This ingredient is one of the most common ingredients in the world. You eat it, even if just a tiny bit of it, at every single meal. This ingredient isn't just important for cooking, it's essential for life. You would die without it, for real. And this ingredient is powerful. It can change the flavor and texture and shelf life of foods.
Oh wait, is it salt?
Yes. Welcome to Salt Week.
You listen to these Ear Snacks with Andrew and Polly.
Salt? Sodium. That's nuts.
No, that's salty nuts.
Nah, it's nuts that all our salt comes from the ocean or secret ancient underground dried up oceans. I used to think it just came from salt shakers.
Right. You might have walked right over a dried up ancient ocean and never even noticed.
Yeah, and I didn't know that our bodies actually need salt to survive. I thought it was just like something that made my eggs taste a little better. Molly, how can such a tiny little speck of flavor be so humongously important?
Salt may be tiny, but there is a lot that it can do.
Like what?
We asked some of our kid recipe testers what they think about salt and how they encounter it in their world. Here's how some young chefs are using this powerful ingredient at home.
I'm Miles and I'm 13 years old. Any meat, I put tons of salt on it, like steak, burgers, burritos, just put as much salt as possible on it. And my favorite is definitely fish, striper or salmon. but my parents don't like us to do it. But when we can, we put as much salt on it as possible. I go to my grandparents' house and they make this steak, and sometimes they put like way too much salt on it, so it just like tastes like you're drinking seawater. Besides that, you can't really go wrong with salt.
I'm Scout and I'm 10. I love salt. I put a ton of it on meat and filet mignon and the pork chops. Well, anything really. I don't know. I'm used to like tasting a lot when I'm in the ocean, and I don't know, kind of comforts me. I've just been using it for so long, but it definitely like adds some more flavor. I'm Scout and I'm a huge salt fan. My name's Emma and I'm 12. I love salt. I think salt makes everything like a little bit better, like especially in things you would not expect. Like I think salt's really good in a lot of desserts because you don't expect for there to be like salt, but then it really like highlights the little traces of other flavors in the dish. So I think salt's super important, and like if you undersalt something, it can be kind of gross and bland, but also salt is pretty powerful, so if you put too much salt, it's like basically inedible. You have to make sure you get like the right measurements because otherwise it's like salt can basically make or break a dish, I think.
Wow. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Polly.
And salt is amazing.
Yeah.
Polly, I want to put it on everything.
I mean, not everything, like moderate amounts, use sparingly. A little goes a long way.
It is good though.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Getting back to pie, I remember some of our friends mentioned salt as an ingredient.
Salt.
Surprisingly, salt is a very important ingredient when it comes to pie. And all sweet things, really.
Whoa. But salt is salty. It's not sweet. How's that work?
Scientists are still trying to figure out exactly why, but we've done enough taste tests to know that it's true. Salt does make sweet things taste better.
So, Molly, if kids and parents want to try some treat-making experiments of their own, or they just want to know more about how ingredients come together to make things taste so tasty the way they do, where can they start?
Well, every Friday on Mystery Recipe, we do a different science experiment that you can try at home.
Awesome.
You can do them with us too by listening wherever you get your podcasts or by going to atkkids.com/mystery recipe. atkkids.com/mystery recipe. Our science experiments are super fun because you get to eat them at the end.
Oh boy. What are some that you have tried lately?
One that we tried on our show is tasting sugar cookies with and without salt sprinkled on top. I won't tell you the results though. You can listen to week 2, episode 3 of Mystery Recipe to find out. Or just try it for yourself at home.
We'll do just that.
Amazing. Well, we better roll up our sleeves if we're going to solve the mystery of how to bake a pie before International Pie Day, which is Saturday, March 14th. Do you have a favorite pie, Molly?
My favorite pie is definitely pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. Yes, pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie.
I love to eat it for breakfast the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, that's a good pie. And a good time to eat pie. There's no really bad time to eat pie, though.
Good pie, Molly.
Good pie, Andrew. Good pie, Polly.
Good pie. See salt you later.
And that's our show.
Thanks to our friends Palmer,
Sadie,
William,
and Izzy for talking to us about one of our favorite foods.
and numbers. And thanks to Molly Birnbaum from America's Test Kitchen Kids, whose podcast Mystery Recipe can be found wherever you like to get your podcast. It's free and fun, and our kids ate it right up.
And now can we go eat something right up, Polly?
You got it, Andrew. Right after you explain what that pie number is, though.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead.
it's how much longer a circle is around the outside than it is across the middle. So, like, if you took a piece of spaghetti
Like cooked spaghetti?
and you wrapped it into a circle,
Oh, yeah.
it would be a little less than 3 times smaller than if you laid it out lengthwise. Does that make sense?
Are we talking about spaghetti now? I thought we were talking about pie.
Spaghetti pie?
Oh, yeah, that's a thing. I tried to make it once, but it didn't come out of the pan very well. Until next time. Until next pie.
3.1415926535897 good pie. 2, 3, 8, 4, 6. We love you and Doom Polly. 2, 6, 4, 3, 8, 3, 2, 7, 9, 5. Ear Snacks is made by Andrew and Polly. Thanks for listening.